I just want to know the truth. But if y'all finna make every episode about Rosa, if this is the only storyline we're gonna carry, and she says something to that effect, you know, until I find out the truth, until I know the truth, that's all I could do was dig into her past. Y'all gonna lose me. Y'all gonna lose me. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Light TV with Portrait. I'm Portrait. You are here for another recap and review of Roswell, Season 1, Episode 4. Where have all the cowboys gone? This is not going to be a full recap. I really don't have a lot of time. I'm out here with the dog. This is the only reason why I'm outside right now. But really, this episode is going to a dark place for me. The whole series itself, just with this episode, took a turn to darkness for me. Rosa's storyline, it has a heavy negative feel to me, and I really don't like the fact that we keep getting all this storyline about this dead girl. She's not a main character, but everything is centering around Rosa right now, and it's really bugging the shit out of me. In addition to, like I said, I don't have a like for any of the main characters. Liz, nor Max, nor Izzy, Isobel, or Michael. I'm really not feeling any of them. So it's kind of making it, I don't know, it's like difficult for me to like even really watch for real. Hopefully y'all not getting all of the wind, but you're probably picking up some of the wind. It just feels good. I heard I wanted to sit outside. Probably should wait and got the mic, huh? I'm gonna try to hang in with the wind, y'all. So he goes out to Michael's spot where Isobel is already at, and he tells them that Liz believes, she knows, that an alien had something to do with Rosa's death. So of course they all flipped out. They all upset. They like, oh my God, this is why you shouldn't have healed her. This is why you shouldn't have saved her. Whatever. This is why you shouldn't have did whatever you did to her. And he was like, I know. And she kind of like hates me now. So now he wants Isobel to go in and, you know, control her mind. Isobel is afraid to tell him that she already tried it, because she don't want him to know that she already learned what was inside of Liz's head, and that's whatever feelings that she got for Max. Why Isobel can't get inside of Liz's head, I don't understand. She was saying like she's too strong, or maybe you just too weak, Isobel. I think that's what it is. She's just a weak ass person. But Max wants her to go in there and make her want to leave Roswell, because now she's supposed to be staying, right? So he wants her to leave now. So Isobel is going to try to go practice. So she's going to go down to the Wild Pony and practice on people there. We go over there, and Michael is just bold as horseshit. He come in and is picking up some liquor and drinking it right out the bottle from behind the bar, and Maria don't really say nothing too much to him about it. I mean, she does, but she don't put him out. She's just like, you owe me $84. You've been... How you just gonna let this motherfucker come in there and drink out your bottle? You drink it out of your profits. Okay. Well, anyway, she don't like Isobel. Ain't got a good feeling in her heart for Isobel at all. She was like, you know what? You could do all you want to do as long as you get that bitch about here. That's pretty much what she tell him. Neighbors over there having fun. So Isobel is confused on why Maria hate her so much. So she practiced on this one little dude. I guess it was a success. So she wants to try her hand at practicing on Maria. Well, Maria is supposed to be a psychic. Okay, so she talks Maria into reading her palm, paying her $100, and while Maria's doing this on her, she's supposed to get inside her head. Okay, so Maria break it down about Noah. You scared of letting your husband know who the real you is. You don't like freaks. She always thought Maria was a freak. And as a matter of fact, I think she even called her a freak right then and there. And she's scared to have a baby with Noah because she thinks it's going to come out to be a freak. Now, this must be all Isobel's ongoing or impending story, that she don't want to have a baby with Noah because she's scared that the baby going to turn out to be alien or what have you. Might be born like E.T. looking, something, I don't know. But she was able to get inside Maria's head. Maria says she basically hate her because Rosa hated her. Well, why did Rosa hate her? I don't know. Let me know. Tell me. Show me. Show me. Show me. On the day Rosa died, she was at the bar. Rosa saw her come in, and she got ready to get up, come through the bar. And Rosa was like, you know, I gotta get out of here. So she took off. And if Rosa had took off with the bottle of liquor, let's not take out the fact that she had a bottle of liquor to it. She hadn't took off with the bottle of liquor, then maybe she would have lived. Rosa seemed like a very functioning addict to me. They keep trying to make it seem like she was this big dope head. She seemed like a very fully functioning addict to me. She looked like a girl that was just trying to have fun. I don't see an addict there at all. But at the meantime, she really just couldn't walk through Maria's mind either. She ended up passing out, nose bleeding. Oh my God, she weak. Isobel is weak. She's a weak ass character. I don't like her. So Michael, of course, pick her up off the floor and take her out and taking her back to Neverland so she could heal. Make her drink acetone. This drinking acetone shit is just ridiculous to me too. I think they used to eat chocolate cake in the old season. Something with acetone. You drinking nail polish remover. That's. Basically, Isobel don't know what the fuck is wrong with Maria and why Maria don't like her. And the reason that Maria don't like her right now, it seems stupid to me. Very stupid to me. I don't like you because Rosa don't like you. What? That was so high school. Okay, that happened in high school. That was so high school. It's 10 years later. Grow up, characters. Grow up. Y'all supposed to be adults at this time, and y'all acting with these immature ass mindsets. If you're gonna grow the characters up, grow them the fuck up. Okay, so let me move on to Michael. What happened with Michael? I don't know. Nothing significant. Well, there was. I'm gonna come back to that then. So Liz was dreaming or recalling a memory about Rosa, and she was telling her about Kyle, how she liked Kyle and how she wanted to get with him. Maybe, I don't know if this was really a memory or what it was, or she was thinking that Rosa was there talking to her. Like I said, it really creeps me the fuck out that this girl looks almost exactly like Liz. That this character, she has a mole, and that's like the only real big difference when I see him on screen. But in this particular conversation, she had told Liz that she had broke up with her dude. I think his name was Fernandez or something like that, and she needed, here, come here, sit down. She needed to she wanted her to toughen up her heart and don't let love in and block out anybody, and because love ain't shit. That's basically what Rosa was telling her. She had her heart really broken, and it's surprising that she had her heart really broken with Fernando if they had just fucking broken up like a couple months before then. So Liz gets the bright idea to call Fernando up in present day to find out what really happened. Like, what's going on with my sister? Did y'all break up? Did you know she was dating anybody else? He was like, I ain't got nothing to tell you for real. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't back with me. That's all I do know. Her daddy come out. And Fernando gets scared. It was like, oh, what the hell? He come out with a meat cleaver on his ass. But come to find out, Fernando is supposed to be the drug dealer. I doubt if he was the drug dealer. He's probably just using drugs with Rosa. And like I said, from what was in her room, it wasn't nothing but god doggone weed. But he done went through recovery himself, He came back later. He had a backpack of Rosa's that he stole, got all her money or her stash. I would have sold everything that he could sell. But 10 years later, he's still holding on to this backpack. 10 years later, y'all, he's still holding on to this backpack. Make it make sense. Anybody else watching this, this is like, really? Okay, so she holding on to this backpack. She gives it to her, to Liz, and she finds some other love notes and a train ticket or bus ticket to somewhere else that Rosa was finna take off. She was supposed to leave the day after she died, and like I said, with the handwritten note saying, "I'm always be there for you." And he ain't the one that wrote it, so now she on a quest to find out who this mystery person is that her sister was dating. So over and done with this doggone thing. Well, like I said, the town is still blacked out. The hospital is struggling. The hospital is struggling because they got patients in there that's dying. Some of the boy was in an accident and he need a pacemaker set up, and they just can't do it without the electricity. Well, Max is over at the hospital. I want to say this was before. This was after. Max was over at the hospital after him and Cam had their conversation. Cam was still pissed off about the fact that he dumped her at the movies. I was tripping off that too. Like, damn, what happened to Cam? You just left her? And he dumped her ass at the movies altogether. So she was pissed off about that. So they supposed to be having a makeup date. Yada, yada this. Yada, yada that. But yeah, so they over at this hospital, and Kyle basically is like, do something. You know, he didn't say it, but he said it. You know, you got the power to help. Why the hell you standing back there letting this all happen? Hell, we already probably know it's your damn fault. You know what I'm saying? Probably already know it's your fault. We're over at the police station. Maines is over there talking to Sheriff Valenti, Kyle's mama, and wants to know if they got any leads on what's going on in town. It's strange that the police station would be the ones that he be questioning. Why not the electric department? But she was like, I don't have any information saying that there was any foul play. I'll let you know when I know. Okay, so they have a little tip for tat back and forth about how he thought she was going to be a better sheriff than her husband was, yada yada this, yada yada that. And he bring her some photos of all the transformers that's in town. I don't know what made him to go to every last single transformer in town, but it has this spider-like image on the transformers, basically from electrical shock. Since he hit the ground, I'm surprised that there was that shocking imprint on the outside of every transformer. Because I'm gonna get to this point later. There was a scene in there where he actually had to put his hand on the transformer, and that's what caused the print. He didn't put his hand on everything, so I was surprised that this image was showing up everywhere. But she's like, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for you. Get the heck up out of my office, right? So as he walking out, Cam stands up like he's an officer. She was like, Master Sergeant, or whatever. I think he was a Master Sergeant. And, they talked both briefly. She was in the military, and, he showed her the pictures, and she's saying it looked like, some criminal mischief going on. And he said, have you ever seen something like this before? She was like, yeah, from an electrical strike, like, he said, yeah, well, so every transformer, he leave her with the pictures. So now she's kind of curious and everything, right? And of course, later on, he asked her to help him out as far as getting information out of the sheriff's department that he could use to his benefit. And he pulled up some information from somebody named Steven. It must be something in her past that he gonna use against her if she don't help him out. You could have just asked. I mean, first, why start off with blackmail? So now she already know it's something fishy, but Cam gonna help him out. You already know she is. Well, as they back over at the hospital, like I said, the little boy is dying. Kyle is dropping on the guilt trip on Max. Max go down in the basement, put his hand on the little power thing, boom, turns the power back on, at least in the hospital, but it knocks him the fuck out. I don't know why every time they use their powers, they get knocked the fuck out. Everybody except for Mike. Mike will be alright when he used his shit. When he kicked that truck up, when he got earlier with Max, later, when Max came back over to him and tell him what was going on. Yeah. So yeah, he did all that there. And he goes by Liz's later on. Well, first Kyle goes by Liz's, and Liz had went through all the yearbooks to see if she could do some handwriting match to whoever wrote the letter, and she saw something. She dropped her book when she saw it, right? So when Kyle come over, she talking to him, she said, you know what, my sister was having an affair with your daddy. My teenage drug addict sister was sleeping with your daddy. And I got proof. The handwriting matched. The way the C's curved, the T's crossed, the I's dotted. This your daddy. And Kyle like, no, I don't want to believe that. So then Kyle reckons with himself that this is what must be my mother want to hide. She want me to stay out of my daddy past. This must be what he's trying to hide. So he opening up to the idea that maybe my daddy was sleeping with this 17-year-old or 16-year-old, however young this child was supposed to be. I can't with this storyline. It bothers me. It bothers me that they would even write this into the storyline, that the sheriff was fucking around with this dope head teenage girl. And from the way the letters was written, he must have been in love with her ass or something, buying her a train ticket out of there. And Kyle said something to Liz about the fact that, well, my daddy knew about the aliens. He knew about the crash. He knew that all the aliens didn't die. He knew. So maybe Rosa knew something too, and maybe they were all connecting out the dots. Maybe she knew too much, something like that. And but then he went on, because at first he was saying, well, are you trying to deflect off of Max so we stop looking into him? Okay, well, as he was leaving out, well, they decided to smash, you know. Okay, he was left out of there later on, late that night, and as he was leaving out, Max was walking up. Max walked up and was like, salty, Mr. Pissy Pants, as he always is every time he see Kyle face. I just don't understand how you got this deep of an attraction for a girl you ain't never been with. She wasn't your girlfriend. She wasn't even giving you the time of day back in the day. Y'all ain't slept together. The kiss y'all had was just like, you know what I'm saying? So what you so hooked on this chick for? And it's about to be a storm, so I'm gonna finish this real quick. Get out of here. So yeah, Kyle was like, I want to thank you for helping out the other day. Earlier today. I know it was you. And they had their tit for tat, exchanging words. Who got the biggest penis conversation going on? They had it right there. I'm gonna tell y'all, Kyle Valenti is probably the only character that I liked. I was gonna say Kyle and Maria, and maybe because Maria is kind of mysterious, but they need to give her a storyline. She was one of the main fucking characters in the old series, and now she seems like she's a fucking sidekick, and she's the sidekick to Alex for the most part, because the girl that she was the coolest with is fucking dead. And I'm so sick of seeing Rosa dead ass. I really am. So now Kyle or Max realizes that Kyle knows about him. He knows, but for real. First he was kind of speculating, but he knows for real. So he goes back out there to Michael and Isobel and tells them Kyle knows. Kyle knows. Okay? Of course they are furious. And she finally admits that she can't get into Liz's head. She don't know why she can't do it. She can't erase his memory, what have you. So Michael was like, you know what? I'm just gonna turn myself in. They want a murderer. They looking for murder for Rosa's death. They know that an alien did it. I'm just gonna turn myself in. After all, I'm the one that killed those girls. Really, Michael? What did you do? You killed them how? Why you kill them? Hold on, dog. Okay. That's how the episode ended, y'all. That's how the episode ended. If there was anything else that y'all want me to talk about in this episode, y'all let me know. I do not like the direction of the storyline that Rosa slept with Kyle's daddy as a teenage drug addict girl, and he was the sheriff of the town and married to her daddy, his dad. I don't like that storyline at all. I could care less about Isobel and her having issues with Noah and the baby. I like Noah. Give me some Noah. Bring Noah on for me or something. But I could care less about her and this damn baby. I don't like her as a character. I don't like her as an actress. I don't like her. Michael, you need to give me more for me to really give a damn about the fact that you're supposed to kill these girls. Like, build some more storyline up for me, except for you, a dude with an attitude. That's all that they've been giving us, is that you got an attitude problem and that you have a low social skills and that you abrasive. That's the only thing that they've really been giving us. They keep hitting on this ice thing. Arturo had a heart attack. He was in the hospital too. They keep hitting on that. She didn't want to call the real authorities or the real ambulance, because they would lock it in and then he'd probably be sent off to the deportation. And so Kyle helped. Kyle is the best thing that she knows since sliced bread right now. I didn't care about that either. Like I said, Fernando, when he came back, he working his 12-step program. Like I said, he going through rehab, and he the one that told her gave her that book bag that he had stole 10 years ago, and he'd been just holding on to. Hey! So, yeah, that's the end of the episode, y'all. So, like I said, if there's anything else y'all want me to talk about, leave it down in the comment section. We could discuss it there. I just wasn't feeling this. I really was not feeling this episode at all. It's not making me look forward to the next episode at all. I can care less that Michael killed Rosa. At first I wanted to know what was going on. I just wanted to know the truth. But if y'all finna make every episode about Rosa, if this is the only storyline we're gonna carry, and she said something to that effect, until I find out the truth, until I know the truth, that's all I could do was dig into her past. Y'all gonna lose me. I apologize again for being late this week. I'm going through a lot here in my life. If y'all watch my Traveling Talk Tuesdays, y'all will know that I'm dealing with some shit. And yeah, I just appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all coming back. Roswell comes on Tuesday night. I'm going to try to post a schedule tomorrow of how I'm going to do these videos this week. So be patient. Thank you. Peace.